Are you OMES?
Yes.
I was wanting to ask somebody about if you guys have heard, or if you ever got my information about my son's restroom access in this building, about the family restroom, and if someone sent an email to the OMES, who would we talk to?
So there's a reservation
Got
line.
this going. Is that okay? Okay.
I saw that. I was like, okay. So there is a basic information line, which I'm not sure who answers that, but I know that for reservation, that's Adrian that answers that. If you have an issue within the Capitol building, we're here to take care of that as best we can.
Okay, well, my son doesn't have a restroom in this building.
So.
And Senator Treat.
Kind of a restroom.
So Max was born with spina bifida.
Okay.
And he has neurogenic bowel and bladder, and he needs his diaper changed.
Okay.
When we go places sometimes. And he weighs 76 pounds, so he doesn't fit the baby changing station, right?
Right.
So the Oklahoma Disability Law Center,
yes.
And
everyone got come up, and it was discussed in the renovation.
Uh-huh.
And so the nurses station is our alternative to that.
Okay, so the floor?
No, they actually have the exam table that's in there was.
Well, you're talking about the doctor of the day room.
Yes.
But that's not a restroom, is it?
It is not a restroom, but it's adjacent to the family restroom. That's a restroom, like you said.
There's space in there too for an adult size shape. Have they determined that there's space in there?
This just came up last month, so
yeah.
As a result of that, they said, okay, we've got to do something for this, and the best example that we had for them was as a private space. The doctors of the day is a room that can be shut off.
But that's a medical room, that's not a restroom.
It is a medical room, it's not a restroom.
Yeah.
And then we have the family restroom that they, like you said, they only put
They have space to put a table in there.
They do.
Do you know when that table's going to be installed? I mean, Senator Treat's fighting it, but I don't think that Senator Treat has that much control over this building, does he? Does he really?
Everybody has input, so to speak, but I don't know.
Who else has input?
Anybody can say anything, and that's all taken into consideration, but we have to meet ADA requirements. So
it's right, and the ADA's for accessible design.
Right.
Says
and that was what
a
the
restroom.
whole renovation was. We know if you touch it, you have to bring it up to ADA requirements. Now,
well, the tables aren't included in the ADA standard for accessible design.
So, but it was something that came up later, and I overheard the conversation. I know this was the temporary solution was, okay.
Temporary. That's the key word, right?
I don't know when
solution.
The final solution was, but
the final solution was to buy a $2,000 table for that family restroom, and Senator Treat's fighting it.
I have no opinion on that because I'm here trying to help them.
I know. But if the ADA states that every disabled American that visits this building, this is a Title II building where we receive federal funding, right? That they are to provide equal access and participation, and there is not a restroom in this building that meets his need, is there? No. A medical clinic, you have access to a medical clinic, and so do I, but does he have access to a restroom? No. Is it okay if I answer for you?
I don't know. I know the current configuration, I would agree, in this current configuration, it is not set up specifically for that, but I don't know that they were going to anticipate all this.
There's not a toilet in that room, so it's not considered a restroom, is it?
No, it's not considered a restroom.
Yeah.
So.
If I gave you my card, would you have Lieutenant Pinnell call me? Isn't he over tourism? Do you think he'd call me if I gave you my number?
Or you can just go up to his office.
Should I go talk to him? You think he's here? You think he'd talk to me?
His staff will talk to you, and they will see what they can do about this and find the best answer.
What floor is he on?
He is on the first floor on the very south end of it. Okay. So the second floor staircase goes down right into his office, but both sides around that will go into that area.
Okay.
And you can get with, first thing, he'll deal with the intern, and then they'll call probably Kirby or something up there, and they can hear you out on your problem and then see where we're at and what we're.
Because Senator Treat told my senator yesterday that I'd have to file a lawsuit to get that door unlocked. It's going to be Beasley versus State of Oklahoma. Isn't that terrible, over a $2,000 table? Scratch your head real quick. Can you scratch your head? I'm scratching mine. I don't want to get you in trouble, but I want to let you know I'm going to upload this to a YouTube video and share it on a group.
I know that, like I said, the only thing I know is as a temporary solution.
Temporary solution.
As a adult changing station,
Uh-huh.
the current configuration was to use the Doctor of the Day's office as a private changing
Area.
Right.
As a temporary.
That's
Private area.
lost and found.
Right.
Okay,
That's
thank
better
you.
than the parking lot, isn't it?
It's better than the parking lot.
But it's
and
not a
better than
restroom, is
the-
it? It's not a restroom.
I wonder if the wellness center could be another option for that. And when
Well,
it comes
Trey
back
Thompson,
around,
you know Trey Thompson?
I do know Trey
You know he knows this building inside and out. You know that?
yes, because
He
we worked
recommended
with
that
him.
area.
So-
Long ago, 3 years ago. He
So
knows the
either-
building.
I agree with you that it's possible that room having a table or making the wellness center accessible, because then it wouldn't just be a bathroom, there's also a shower in there.
Where's the wellness room?
It's actually for state employees, but I think in the situation
But
like
that
this,
wouldn't be open to the public, would it? They would
because
have
you
to-
normally would have to get the card if the
No.
doctor of the day wasn't here.
My son needs to be able to enter this building and walk into a restroom and go to the restroom,
I agree.
just like you do.
I agree.
And why do we have a locked door on the nursing mother's room? What's that all about? There's more stuff in the family restroom. No, to get into one.
They are privacy rooms, and that way the person's in there will not be disturbed.
Well, but you can lock the door from the inside.
Yes.
So why do they have to go all the way to the other side of the Capitol to get a key? And then there's not even a sign on those doors to say, hey, you got to go get a key. What are we going to do about
That's
that?
a good point about that.
You know, there's more stuff in a family restroom to destroy than in those nursing mother's rooms. All there is a chair. What are they protecting? Why do they have it under
the
lock and
privacy
key?
of the person in there.
No, that's not it. Because you can go in there and lock the door.
Right.
Why do you have to get a key to get into the room? Huh, let's scratch our head again. Thank you. I'm going to go talk to the Lieutenant Governor tomorrow.
Okay.
And thank you
I
for
would
this.
do it today.
You would do it today?
Yes. Because you can follow up on this and say, what is the solution? And they may end up zipping this back to us. And again, I agree that Trey Thomas may have known about some of the stuff and may have designed this. And
He was
maybe that was the solution, that was the temporary solution for now, and there may be another long-term solution. If there is, I'm not aware of it. I just wanted to give you what information.
Well, the
I
long-term
could.
solution that the Oklahoma Disability Law Center and our Speaker of the House came up with was this family restroom would have an adult-sized changing table.
That makes sense to me. And
Doesn't it?
It makes sense, but again, we are in the Capitol building.
But Senator Treat told my attorney told my senator that I'd have to hire an attorney, file a lawsuit, cash out my IRA. That's what I'd have to do is cash out my IRA.
I agree
That's
with
pretty
your
dumb.
idea to go to the Lieutenant Governor and bring it to his attention.
Thank you,
And
Brad.
see what we do from there.
I'm gonna go right now.
Okay.
Thank
I'll
you.
let you have the next one.
Thanks.
I'm lost. I think it's about half.
Got all these state employees scratching their head. I want to go see the Lieutenant Governor.